Good morning, everyone. I want to invite you this morning to get ready with me while we speak about boundaries that um, help with our mental health. Boundaries are important because they are limits we set to protect our physical and mental well being, what we will and won't accept. So, get ready with me while we talk about boundaries. First things first, it's okay to say no. I know even in my own life, I have a hard time. And what you're going to see me doing is, I guess, linking a lot of the things I talk about to real life, even struggles I have. And that's a huge struggle that I have saying no to people. Saying no is hard, and I know it is. And the most important thing is family relationships. Family relationships are hard. And a lot of the time, your family members will try to take advantage of you when you least expect it. They will, and you don't even notice sometimes that they're taking advantage of you. They're asking for $2 and $3 here, $4 and $5 there. Um, and it could be anybody in your family. It could be your mom, your dad. It could be your sister, your brother, one of your cousins that you're real close to. Things like that, or your kids, grown adult kids. It's important to set boundaries with them, especially when they are grown, and they're not wanting to work, not wanting to live for themselves, and you're just like still taking care of them. Um, for your own well-being and mental health, it is important to learn the word no, and it's okay to say no. It doesn't matter if that person gets mad. Eventually, though, they're gonna need you, so they're not gonna stay mad. That relationship eventually, I'm sure, will come back together, and if it doesn't, then oh well. But yeah, it's important to say no for your mental health, for your well-being, because we can't do everything for everybody. And for me, it was a friend I had that I had to set boundaries with. It just seemed like every time I needed something, like to vent or just anything in general, she wasn't there for me. But she expected me to be there for her. And so, and I mean, just anything like venting, asking, for money, just anything. And, because it was my friend, I chose to be there for her and to help her out in those situations and listen, be a shoulder to cry for. And then as soon as I needed her or call her, it's crickets, you can't get her on the phone. So that was a boundary I had to set for myself, and like cutting certain people off. And I think that it's hard for us as individuals to cut people off. So that's kind of one of my real life stories that um, you have to learn just to say no to people, and that was hard for me because we were like that for years, like with her, doing that. And when I needed her, when I tried to call her, it was crickets. I couldn't get anything out of her, or I couldn't get her to answer the phone for me to be there for me. So that's just my story of how I had to set boundaries, and there's lots of other stories I can give you on how I had to set boundaries with friendships, even with family. Sometimes with family, you have to also, like I said before, learn to set boundaries. Um, yeah, it's just important. But I wish you all have a wonderful day. I'll show you in a minute the end of my fit. You all know I'm a mental health counselor, so I'm showing you how I dress for work today. Have a good day.